published 14:09 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 12th of May 2018, updated 20:07 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 12th of May 2018. This may have been Aston Villa's first Football League playoff match, but at least they have a manager who knows how to negotiate post-season passage to the Premier League. Steve Bruce's 4 promotions to the top flight are a record, and with 2 of those having arrived via this format, it was no surprise to see his side emerge in control ahead of Tuesday's second leg. It was not pretty, but it did not have to be. No team has ever been elevated on aesthetics, after all. Instead, Villa scored early from a clever set-piece through Jedinak and duly absorbed all the hosts, or rather, Adama Traoré, could throw at them. Indeed, Borough boss Tony Pulis would have begrudgingly admired the slickness of the job done by the raiding party. Jedinak gave Aston Villa the early advantage, heading home from a corner after just 15 minutes on Saturday. Both Middlesbrough players and Villa players watch on as Jedinak's header hits the post before nestling into the corner. Jedinak celebrates with Aston Villa teammate Jack Grealish, who swung the corner in at the Riverside Stadium. The Australia international is mobbed by his Villa teammates after giving them the perfect start against Middlesbrough. Villa goalkeeper Sam Johnston celebrates Jedinak's opener in front of the jubilant travelling supporters on Saturday. Middlesbrough 4-1, Randolph 6.5, Shotton 5, Ayala 6, Fabio 64, 5, Gibson 6, Friend 5.5, Clayton 5.5, Traoré 6007, Bezic 6.5, Downing 6, Asumbalonga 5, Bamford 76, subs not used, Dimi, Leadbitter, Craney, Fry, Harrison. Scorers, known bookings, Friend, Gibson. Aston Villa 4-1, Johnston 6, El Mohammadi 6, Whelan 88, Chester 6.5, Terry 7, Hutton 7.5, Jedinak 7, Snodgrass 6.5, Aurahan 6.5, Grealish 7, Adama 6, Code here 71, 5, Graben 6, Bjarnason 81, subs not used, Bun, Samba, Hogan, Onoma. Scorers, Jedinak 15 bookings, Aurahan, Snodgrass. Referee, Robert Madley. Attendance, 29,233. It has been a difficult year for Bruce, who lost both of his parents within a few months of each other. But how he would have been comforted by this clinical performance and the sound of his name emanating from 2,000 travelling fans on full time. They appreciate the transformation at their club since the arrival of Bruce 19 months ago. He inherited a team closer to League One than the Premier League, but canny acquisitions such as John Terry, Ahmed El Mohammadi, Robert Snodgrass and Glenn Whelan have stabilised the dressing room. Nowhere is that influence more evident than the form of Jack Grealish, whose teasing corner gave Villa the win. Jack is now looking up to players who do it properly as opposed to being around people who don't, said Bruce. He can have a wonderful career if he keeps progressing. He gets you off your seat. Borough's Traoré can also do that, but he can have you hiding behind your seat just as easily. Pulis has brought huge improvement from the former Villa winger in recent months. Perhaps too much, in fact. For you do wonder if the team talk extends much beyond, give it to Adama and see what happens. What happened here was that Alan Hutton, at 33, kept quiet. An opponent 11 years his junior from start to finish. All week in training it has been based on stopping Traoré with Alan, said Bruce. He was immense. Daniel Ayala sits on the floor in pain moments before being substituted for former Manchester United defender Fabio. Villa defender Alan Hutton heads the ball clear for a corner as the hosts exert some pressure in front of the home fans. Pulis, though, would not bite on the suggestion that his side are over-reliant on the Spaniard. There were times when he had some good patches, he said. He is a terrific player, a fantastic talent. A championship playoff match rarely needs added poignancy or volume, but this one got both courtesy of Leo Pekovic. Borough's former goalkeeping coach was involved in a car crash in December in which his daughters, aged 5 and 10, were killed. The Uruguayan was back here for the first time to say thank you to the club's fans for the messages of support and was joined on the pitch before kick-off by his young son, who survived the accident. Pekovic was a terrace favourite during 4 years at the Riverside, and the chest-thumping tribute he paid all 4 corners of the ground told you why, the noise and passion generated leading to a frenzied opening from the home side. But, with the first attack of the game on 15 minutes, Villa scored, Jedinak flashing home his near-post header from Grealish's expert delivery. Former Aston Villa player Adama Traoré gets the shot off at goal under pressure from James Chester during the first half. Middlesbrough winger Traoré goes down following pressure from Hutton and Albert Adama in the opening stages. Robert Snodgrass and Conor Arahan protest to referee Robert Madley after the latter picked up an early yellow card. Borough's response was to pass to Traoré. Such dependency, however, can warp a player's mindset, and Traoré played like a kid in the schoolyard, charging down blind alleys and frustrating the life out of teammates, often better placed. But, when there are so few alternatives, he is a talent who must be tolerated. Johnny Howson is one who can rival Traoré for a touch of ingenuity, and the midfielder twice laid on chances for striker Britus Mbalonga, who missed the target from inside the area on both occasions. Villa's Robert Snodgrass came within a fingertip of doubling the lead in first half injury time, but was denied when Darren Randolph diverted onto the post. "If that goes in, it might have been all over," said Bruce. Such was the professionalism and resilience here, you suspect one goal could yet be enough. Borough boss Tony Pulis, centre, reacts in anger while Villa manager Steve Bruce Wright gives instructions to his players. Former Borough keeping coach Leo Pekovic returned to the Riverside with his son after losing his 2 daughters in a car crash.